Okay, so now we're gonna work in our BikesForm. I already npm run dev, so I can open the backend as well as the front end, and this is the result that we have. So if we go to localhost 3000, it's gonna send us to the /login. And let's see, let me use the bnw 1234 submit, and as you can, okay, yeah, never mind this password. As you can see, it sends us to the dashboard. So this is our dashboard. We're gonna start working on this. We're gonna add some buttons, and also we're gonna use React so we can type in. And if you press Ctrl Shift I, you're gonna be able to see this window, and then you can just check out the Redux. So as you can see, we have the user right here. This is the ID, the email, the token. We have two states, the auth state as well as the bike state. So the bike state has nothing, and that's the reason we're going to start in the working on the form, our BikesForm. Okay, so, and again, I use the npm run dev so we can open the backend and the front end simultaneously. You can also do npm run client, and on other terminal you can use npm run server, so you can use that separately. So we are gonna go into pages, well, into components. So let me see, components, and right now we only have the header and the spinner. So we're gonna have a new file, and we're gonna name it, let me see, this one has to be, the uppercase has to be, okay, uppercase letters, so BikesForm, like that. Okay, so and it's gonna be the JSX. Okay, so now we're gonna have RFCE. Okay, yeah, this one, and yeah, we don't need this one here. So we have this function, so we have the BikesForm function. Okay, and we are gonna need some state here. So we are gonna need the UseState as well as the useSelector. So again, it's pretty similar. So we're gonna import, so we're gonna import and like that, and it's gonna be from React. So single quotes React, and let me see if I can do it. So it's gonna be use effect, no, use, yeah, UseState, or you can just type it in. So okay, so here below we're gonna import, and it's gonna be from, let me see, it's gonna be from React Redux. Okay, so this one comes from React Redux, and it's gonna be the useSelector, yeah, the useSelector as well as the useDispatch. Okay, and we haven't declared it below. That is the reason we have this error coming up, but never mind that, we're gonna do it right away. So let me see, let's close this one, and let's go into the, okay, let's go into the dashboard. Okay, and let's bring it in. So we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna import it. So it's gonna yeah, first of all we can do it like this. We're gonna import it from no yeah, we may do it like this, and it's gonna be from the never mind that one, because we don't use curly braces here. So it's just gonna be the BikesForm, and let me see, yeah, I did it with camel notation, so use the camel notation as well. So the first, for the components, as you can see, the first letter is capital, and then we also use camel notation, so BikesForm. And now it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be from the components. Okay, and slash, and it's gonna be from the BikesForm. Okay, save it, and let's see, let me see, we are let me BikesForm, yeah, it doesn't need to be inside curly braces. So we are gonna go right below our section, and here we are gonna have in the bikes form. Let me see, like that, save it. We're gonna have the bikes form, and let me see, so we can close it, and now we can go here, and well, as you can see, we have this. So we have this bikes form, so we're gonna continue working on it, so at least it's functioning, at least it's working here. Okay, so we need to go into the bikes form, obviously, and as you can see, it says bikes form, so it comes from here. So we're gonna start working here. So we need some output first of all, and we need, let me see, we need this, yeah, we need this as a section. Yeah, we need this as a section, this is a section as well. Okay, save it. Yeah, this is just a section right here. Let me put it here. So we have this section here, and below we're gonna have a form. Okay, so we are gonna have a form, and right here we're gonna have on submit. So on submit, like that, we're gonna have on submit, and we're gonna set it to the, and yeah, it's gonna be okay. Oops, let me see what happened. No, let me see, use this patch. No, let me see, curly braces, and then would be on, yeah, on submit, just like that. Let me see, and yeah, we can put it here, no spaces. Okay, so we're gonna have this form right here, and let's create it. So we need to put the counts on submit and set it to a function, and it has to be right here. Let me put it right here, so counts, and it's going on submit. So on submit, we're gonna set it to E, and then we have an error function, and here we can put in e dot prevent, that e dot prevent default. Let me see, prevent, prevent default, open parentheses. Let me see, so we're gonna have if that prevent default. Okay, so what else here? Yeah, we can just leave like that for now. Now we're gonna work inside of this form. So and here we're gonna have our field. So we're gonna have we can have a div here. We can have a div, and here we're gonna have, let me see, so we're gonna have some label. So we can have a label like that, and this is gonna be like this, or just, yeah, it's gonna be an HTML4. Yeah, HTML4. So Visual Studio Code does it automatically, and this one is gonna be text, single quote, and we can just put it here, bikes. Okay, so we can just put it bikes, save it. Yeah, I change bikes now, and underneath the label we're gonna have an input. Okay, and it's gonna be input like that, save it. And let me see, for this input, okay, so we don't need a close one, we just need the type. So these are the fields. So the type, let me see the type, and let me see type, and it's gonna be text. So I'm using single quotes. So if you're using double quotes, I think it doesn't make a difference using single or double quotes, but just keep it consistent. So Visual Studio Code automatically does it for me with single quotes. So let me see. So we have the type that is text. Okay, so we have the UseState, the UseSelector, UseDispatch. Now what we are gonna see, where we are gonna need is the text and the set text. To do that, we are gonna go right here. We are still inside of the form, and we're gonna have this scan. So we're gonna have an array. So we have the text as well as the set text, like that. Okay, and this is from the use state. Okay, and we just have single quotes here. So we have the text and the set text, and yeah, this is what we are using right here. Okay, so let me see. So with these fields now we can put we can put a name, and yeah, we can put a name, and we're gonna name it, well, a name of text, and as well as an ID. So an ID of text as well, and we're gonna have a value, and as you can see, automatically it opened curly braces for me. So and again, we're gonna have a text here inside of the curly braces. Okay, now here we're gonna have on change. Okay, and again, equal sign and curly braces, and we're gonna put inside of this part, outside of this curly braces, just an arrow function, and we're gonna have this set text, so we can start writing inside of this form. So we can put it like this. Let me see, let me close it, and we're gonna have arrow function. We're gonna have in the set text, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna have that target that value. Okay, so this is the input, so we can just move it like that. So we have the name, we have the ID, we have the value, the unchanged. Let me see, we have the value, and we have the unchanged. Save it for now. So we have the type, we have the name, the ID, the value, and let me see. So so we have this function we are setting it to the set text. Okay, so we have the text and the set text. We open parentheses, and we have the that target that value. So let's see if we can, let me see, save it, and let's see if we can start. Okay, as you can see, we can start typing in. So so we are gonna leave it like that, but we are able to start typing in here stuff. So bikes, let me see, bikes. Okay,